Right now on NBC 26, live at 6. Tonight is the big night, Packers family night. We have continuing coverage before it all begins. Plus, an explosion at an Islamic center in Minnesota. The suspect still at large. And the Trump administration working to put an end to the Russia investigation allegations as the president spends 2 weeks in New Jersey. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Regina Ahn. It's finally here, the big night, Packers family night in a little over an hour. Meteorologist Matt Hoffman joins me now. So Matt, a big night ahead. What will the weather be like for the rest of the evening?
I got some bad news, Regina. We have a storm that's just off to the north and west of Green Bay. It's dry right now, 70 degrees, but off to the north and west, we do have some thunderstorms. They've been spotty all afternoon, very hit and miss. But we do have this storm just to the north and west approaching Green Bay. Should arrive within the next hour. There's also some cells starting to develop right out ahead of it. So looks like at least over the next hour or so, we'll have the threat for rain and storms the next couple of hours. And then as we get later on into the evening, we should see a lot of this fizzle out, especially after sunset. Temperatures cooler to the south where we've already had rain and storms roll on through. Here's the forecast for Packers family night. Again, we're going to have those storm chances here over the next at least couple of hours and then drying out later this evening. Regina?
Thank you, Matt. Well, NBC 26 is your official Packer station, and with family night underway in a little over an hour, NBC 26's Eric Kress spoke with fans and tailgaters at Lambeau and joins me now live at 6 with more. Hey, Eric.
You'll be hard-pressed to find another day when you'll find this many kids at Lambeau Field. Right now, there's about 80,000 folks here at Lambeau taking in their tradition known as Packers Family Night. And while it may be August, for many Packers supporters, this is the true kickoff to the season. Now, folks started showing up around noon today to take in all the family-friendly entertainment, activities that any young fan and their parents can enjoy together.
We show out because we love our Packers and it's family for us. It's all about family. We bring everybody up here and have fun.
Like in the other Packer games, you don't get to do stuff, like you just get to watch the game.
It's all about tailgating, hanging out, getting the kids ready for football season, and just having fun.
Now, coming up at 7 o'clock tonight right here on NBC 26, you'll be able to take a peek inside as the Packers take the field on Lambeau for the first time this season, something you'll only see on NBC 26. Keeping you connected at Lambeau Field, I'm Eric Kress with NBC 26.
Thank you, Eric. Continuing coverage now, our sports reporter Kelly Price joins us live with a family night preview on what to expect for on-the-field action. Hey, Kelly.
Thanks, Regina. Family night is the first time this team is getting under the lights at Lambeau. Besides the fanfare of parachuters and fireworks on the field, you can expect drills and regular practice activities, but there are some new faces to watch for. The Packer faithful gets its first glimpse at the rookies tonight, including the Packers' top draft picks, cornerback Kevin King right there, and safety Josh Jones, who have already impressed in training camp so far. The Packers also picked up tight end Martellus Bennett this offseason from the Patriots, and he's literally someone you can't miss. He is a large human who's going to create havoc for defenses. I have a feeling he's going to be a fan favorite very soon. Fans will also see a new and improved Ty Montgomery at running back, along with the 3 rookies behind him. Keep an eye out for Jamal Williams, who could see as many reps or more than Montgomery this season. Family night is just a practice, but when 78,000 people get together, there's obviously something great going on, and I'm sure Lambeau's already rocking.
Thank you, Kelly. We'll have live coverage tonight from Lambeau for Packers Family Night. Here's John Erickson, Charlie Sakaitis, and Cameron Moreland for a little sneak peek before all the action.
John Erickson alongside Charlie Sakaitis and Cameron Moreland. It is technically a practice, but it feels a whole lot more like a game as we count down to family night here, guys. Charlie, what are you going to be looking for on the field tonight?
Well, first we want to see how these guys, especially the young guys, are going to play in front of the crowd tonight. There's going to be over 70,000 people here. The lights are going to be on. It's going to be loud. So how some of these rookies fare when there's a little bit more pressure than just your standard practice, that's what I'll be looking for.
And Cameron, I take it as a good sign that you did not bring a rain jacket here tonight.
That's because it's not raining right now. We'll let meteorologist Matt Hoffman have the final say on that, but there is going to be a chance for a shower or thunderstorm as we head throughout the evening. I mean, this is very exciting. Usually I'm up in the stands for family night, but tonight we're down here. We're hosting it on NBC 26. It's such a thrill. I can't wait.
You think you're excited. I'm a first-timer down here on Lambeau Field for the first time.
First time ever right now.
I am very excited, and the excitement only continues. Live coverage right here on NBC 26 from 7 to 10. If you're on the go, stream it at NBC26.com. For Cameron and Charlie, I'm John Erickson. Back to you.
Go, Pack, go.
Go.
Go, Pack, go. All right, well, a developing story now. An explosion shook a mosque in a Minneapolis suburb early this morning. The executive director of the mosque in Bloomington says 15 to 20 people were gathered for morning prayers at 5 this morning when there was a blast in the Imam's office. Police say no one was hurt. It's unclear now if something was thrown through the window or if the explosion caused the window to break, but they say the blast was not caused by a gas leak.
This is our center, and this is our, this was the first prayer for the day, and we hope that this will be the last and we won't see any problems.
There are no suspects in custody at this time. Well, today marks 5 years since the deadly shooting at the Sikh temple of Wisconsin in Oak Creek. This after a lone gunman went on a deadly shooting rampage at the Sikh temple, which killed 6 people and injured 4 others before the suspect turned the gun on himself. Members of the temple said this weekend is about honoring victims and wanting the entire community involved. A prayer service will be held for 48 hours, and on Sunday there will be singing of hymns and a tribute to the departed souls. The Trump administration working to plug up the leaks that have plagued his presidency, and while the president will enjoy the next 2.5 weeks at his home away from home, his New Jersey golf club, he can't escape the drama of the Russia investigation. NBC's Kelly O'Donnell has more on this story.
Air Force One returned to New Jersey Friday. For the president, in grandfather mode, this visit will be different. 17 days away from Washington, the longest stretch since he took office. Not just a summer vacation at his Bedminster Golf Club, the White House is undergoing major repairs that include replacing the West Wing's 27-year-old heating and cooling system and restoring the South Portico steps for the first time in 6 decades. But escaping Washington's political heat is not so easy.
Robert Mueller!
As the Russia investigations progress, NBC News has confirmed special counsel Robert Mueller has gone to multiple grand juries in Washington, D.C. and Virginia. Under his skin, the president trying to get his supporters to doubt the investigations.
Are there any Russians here tonight?
After the president belittled his attorney general as weak for recusing himself from oversight of the Russia investigation, Jeff Sessions got tough on leaks of classified information.
And I have this warning for would-be leakers: don't do it.
Sessions said Friday government employees who reveal sensitive information threaten national security. The crackdown may include changes to protocols for seeking reporters' records.
We are taking a stand. This culture of leaking must stop.
Another sign of change. Sean Spicer passed the Twitter baton, announcing, "I'm turning the @PressSec handle over to Sarah." Sarah Huckabee Sanders gets the official account.
Well, still ahead at 6, Green Bay hosting an event to raise colon cancer awareness. The 5th annual Get Your Rear End Gear takes place. But for now, a live look out our Green Bay Tower Cam looking over Lambeau Field. What's the weather looking like for the rest of your weekend? And tonight, your forecast is coming up next.
And now, your Storm Shield forecast with NBC 26 meteorologist Matt Hoffman.
Well, it's dry right now at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, 70 degrees, but we have storm clouds and storms just to the north and west. Things will be changing drastically here in about the next 20 minutes. We've had spotty showers and storms throughout the afternoon, but we have a new storm that's popped up to the north and west of Green Bay, just to the west of Hobart, and we are going to see this move into Green Bay, Ashwaubenon, the entire metro area here within about the next 15 to 20 minutes. And this storm moving generally to the east-southeast, right around 20 miles per hour, should be in the Ashwaubenon area and the Lambeau Field area right around 6:30. So we are going to look for heavy downpours. The storm is not severe, but it does have some lightning with it as well. So folks are going to want to find some cover there for a little while. The storm might last about an hour. Also, we have some rain that'll soon be moving on into Appleton. We have Mile of Music going on there as well. We'll keep the chance for these hit and miss showers and storms through the next at least couple hours or so. But by mid to late evening, we should see a lot of this activity wind down, especially after we get past sunset. Here's a look at temperatures around the region where we've had rain already. Temperatures are cooler in the 60s in Appleton, Oshkosh, and Fond du Lac. It's 70 in Manitowoc, 70 in Oconto, and 72 degrees in Shawano. Winds not too terribly strong, generally out of the south and southwest, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Dew points are fairly comfortable, but we have enough heating of the day to pop up some of these scattered showers and storms. But once we lose that heating, that's when we should see things wind down. So unfortunately, we're going to take a hit for the Packers family night with rain, but hopefully it doesn't delay everything too long. If you're heading to Mile of Music this evening, we'll keep that chance for a few spotty storms, but after we get past 9, 10 o'clock, a lot of this is going to die out, and we'll see mostly clear skies overnight tonight. Tomorrow, a dry start to the day, lots of sunshine in the morning, but then afternoon, more rounds of rain and thunderstorms. This is going to be more widespread, and we'll likely see several rounds of rain and storms before things wind down tomorrow night. And then things will clear out Monday, looking rather quiet with skies returning to mostly sunny conditions. Tomorrow, we'll see thunderstorms, but the severe threat, fortunately, looks fairly low. We're just going to look for these storms to have some heavier rain and also some lightning, mainly through the afternoon, and then things wind down as we go through the evening tomorrow on your Sunday. But if you are heading to the Timber Rattlers game at 1:05 p.m., not 7:05. There will be the threat for some more storms. Also, if you're going to be heading down to West Allis for the State Fair, there will be the threat for storms there as well for your Sunday afternoon. Your forecast tonight, 56 degrees. Storms will end through the evening hours. Then for tomorrow, dry in the morning and then storms in the afternoon. Highs will top out in the middle 70s. Your extended forecast looking like this. Monday, Tuesday looking dry, warming up as well. Wednesday, just a slight chance of a shower or storm, but a better chance for Thursday. And unfortunately, that's also when the first preseason Packers game is, so we may have to deal with rain and storms then, too.
Oh, geez, what a bummer.
I know. Hopefully, people are ready for the rain.
The ponchos.
It won't last. It'll last about half an hour, and then hopefully that'll be it for the night. We hope so.
At least it's not severe.
Yes, that is good news.
All right,
sure.
Matt, thanks so much. Well, still ahead, it's World Breastfeeding Awareness Week in Green Bay, a way to bring families together. And day 3 of Mile of Music. Today, a bike, food, and music tour gave people an option to check out different sites and bands. Hundreds of runners made their way to the 3rd annual Get Your Rear in Gear in Green Bay, presented by Aurora Bay Care Medical Center. Organizers say they've doubled the amount of participants since they've actually began. The event featured a 5K run and a 1.5 walk for kids, celebrating survivors and supporting family members or caregivers following a loved one's fight with colon cancer. In Wisconsin, only about 70% of people are screened for colorectal cancer, a number in which organizers hope will change.
Yeah, we're here today to help raise awareness for colon cancer and for people to get those screenings and raise that awareness for everybody here.
Green Bay is one of nearly 50 cities hosting this type of event this year. NBC 26 is one of the sponsors for this event. Well, it's World Breastfeeding Week, and today in Green Bay, the Brown County Breastfeeding Coalition hosted a Celebrate Families Day. Organizers wanted a way to bring the family together with dads involved and the kids. A picnic-style event took place with fun family activities, games, fundraising, and prizes. The purpose is to raise awareness on the importance of breastfeeding.
Obviously, it's worldwide, which is it's a big deal because breastfeeding in this country is not as well recognized as it is elsewhere. And so considering that we're a highly developed country, we really want to emphasize the importance of breastfeeding, not only for emotional development, but also for physical development of the babies and toddlers who do nurse.
Guest speakers included Packers Mike Daniels' wife Heaven and our own Cassandra Duvall. Well, day 3 of Mile of Music in Appleton, and today a 10 to 50 mile bike tour was offered for those who wanted to get around in a different way with stops for music and food. Over 3,200 people participated with over 200 volunteers.
This year, the largest portion is going to My Team Triumph, but we're also going to support Corey's Refuge as well, which is a place where he can help original artists grow and cultivate.
And Mile of Music will wrap up tomorrow night. A firefighter is being hailed a hero for comforting a small girl moments after a fatal crash in California. The accident happened Wednesday along a San Diego highway when a semi-truck jackknifed and crossed several lanes, slamming into cars on its way to the wrong side of the freeway, killing 2 people and injuring 6 others. Heartland Fire and Rescue Department firefighter paramedic Ryan Lopez scooped up an uninjured 4-year-old girl and held her in his arms as he carried her away from the wreckage where her mother and sister were being treated for injuries.
You know, there were some times where I was showing her some tools like on my jacket and keeping her occupied by showing her parts of the fire engine, but she really just wanted to hang on and I think just feel safe, just be relaxed.
Lopez says as a new dad to a 2-month-old daughter and a brother to 2 little sisters, he knew exactly what to do right away. Well, the Packers are gearing up for their first night under the Lambeau lights this season. We'll have more previewing Family Night in sports next. You're watching NBC 26 live at 6.
And now, NBC 26 Sports with Kelly Price.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. Now, I don't know if you guys have heard, but there's this thing called Family Night happening over at Lambeau Field. It's a pretty big deal. Not just to the Packer faithful, but the Packers themselves get jacked up for their first practice under the lights at Lambeau.
I mean, I know what type of fan base we have here in Green Bay, so I'm excited. I'm ready to go out there and have some fun with the fans. You know, I've heard about how it's been, you know, for the past few years. Like I said, I think it's exciting. You know, I'm ready for it. I'm ready to go have some fun.
Man, it's a blessing just to play here in Lambeau Field. Very traditional, a lot of history behind it. You know, you have the fans that have your back 100%, and you know, it's just a great feeling to get out and you know, run on Lambeau Field and get a warm up of what it's going to be like during the season.
It's a great atmosphere. You know, all the kids, the families. It's a different atmosphere. So it's a great experience. I don't know that we could possibly do a better job of preparing them to play in a preseason game. It's an incredible environment. It's exactly what you're looking for, and frankly, history will tell you that the quality of their practice reflects that. I mean, it's going to be a humdinger tomorrow night. It always is. There'll be a ton of juice in that stadium.
And it's more than just fun and games. McCarthy and his staff are big on benchmarks through this off-season training program, and tonight is a big step for the new kids on the block. Rookies like Kevin King, Josh Jones, and Jamal Williams.
Seeing them under the lights for the first time and in the uniform and going against people that they never went against before, I think it's a good testing tool. I think over the years, I think it's a good event for the organization and for the fans and that sort of thing. But it's also a good mechanism to see what you see and see what you don't see.
And one Packer who will really put the family in Family Night is Martellus Bennett. You might remember the night before training camp, he spent the night at his Lambeau locker because he couldn't check into the St. Norbert Storms. That was because he wanted to tuck his daughter Jet into bed at home in Chicago. And she's on hand tonight for the festivities. But when we talked to him yesterday, he's also looking forward to the post-practice show.
Just taking it one day at a time right now, so I haven't really thought about the festivities of tomorrow. The only thing I know there's going to be fireworks. And anywhere there's fireworks is usually a good time, so I am looking forward to the fireworks. It would be my family's first time being at Lambeau and being in the field, so that should be cool. My daughter, she's been excited about football for a little bit now, so she wants to come in and see everything and see me play for the green team this year.
Playing for the green team, I love that. Well, if you're going to Family Night, enjoy yourselves, and if not, tune in to watch it right here on NBC 26. That's all I've got for sports. We'll be right back.
Thank you, Kelly. Well, up next, we'll take a final look at the weather for the rest of your weekend. You're watching NBC 26 live at 6. Hope you'll stay with us.